Hey, everybody.
Hello. We are back for another spooky Sunday. I took Dizzle's line. Go ahead, Dizzle.
No, it's fine. We're back on another spectacular spooky Sunday
Oh, God, I like it.
to talk about You're Killing Me. This is the StabCast. It's Dizzle and Mindy here, and we're here to review another horror movie. This one's a little newer, a little fresher. This is, what, a year ago, 2 years?
I think it came out in 2024 in a film festival, I believe, but it was released later on that year. It is also one of Anne Heche's, and if I do pronounce her name weirdly or anything, I apologize. I've heard it pronounced as Hesh, Heesh, all those different things. So I'm not sure. So we're just gonna call her Anne. But Miss Anne, actually, this is her one of her last pieces.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if it's the last or one of her last. And damn, does she make it memorable.
Yeah.
She does an incredible job. If you don't know her, you actually do know her. Yeah. I was just talking about this to Dizzle. People that are saying, oh, I don't know her. Yes, you do.
You know her.
I know what you did last summer, guys. She was Missy. She was the sister that was in the shed that was butchering shit.
Yeah.
That's who she is. That's who she was. And also she was in that God-forsaken Psycho movie. But you do know her.
Yeah.
And she is a very powerful woman. I like when she comes to horror. Daniel, I don't know if he does or not, but I do because I think she's just a strong, powerful badass, honestly.
Yeah, I think she's good.
I think she does horror very, very well. But mostly she is a drama.
I don't have an issue with any of the cast, really.
Edom was amazing.
I thought Edom was fantastic.
The young lady that played Edom was... You didn't have a problem with the cast? It had our worst father.
I know.
We had the worst father award in there.
Yeah, but I thought everybody acted well.
He did a good job, though, because he had to be a douchebag.
Yeah, I like the performance.
And he does good at being a douchebag.
Yeah.
So he does worse when he is a douchebag, but he's pretending not to be. If that makes sense to y'all? So I will bring up one movie that I'm not sure if Daniel's going to remember that this slightly reminds me of. Just slightly, like with the whole girl getting murdered thing and then covering it up and whatnot. It reminds me of Stir of Echoes from Kevin Bacon. Remember when I showed you that when you were little?
Yes.
That's what that reminds me of. When the guys get the girl to come into the house because they want to just have some fun with her.
Yeah.
That's what that reminds me of. Heavy Stir of Echoes vibes.
I get that. You know what I got a little bit just in vibes? I got The Babysitter to an extent.
Yes.
But I thought instead of like a cheap imitation, I thought it was like a more elevated version of that. And yes. I like this movie, and I think it's not only...
I thought you were going to like it because I'm not a house party person. You are.
Yeah.
And this is basically a house party gone wrong.
Yeah.
And instead of it being like an invasion or anything like that, it's just the kids screwed up.
Well, I mean, how many house parties, even with our little fella back here, has been crashed out? You know, house parties and horror go together very well.
They really do.
You know, that's when you're drunk, you're inebriated, you're stoned, you're not thinking about stuff, and bad shit can happen.
Exactly. And it really does prove that bad shit can happen. And also that, unfortunately, for people growing up, and even in our generations as well, both of them, like, rich kids can get away with anything.
Yeah.
I mean... that it really shined a light on how the rich and wealthy and come-to-doers, like his father was a congressman, those people can really literally just get off scot-free.
Yeah, you can pay to make shit go away.
Exactly.
Yeah, and that's a common theme that you see sometimes. Maybe not in horror, but just in a lot of different movies and stuff. That greed can get you. Greed can get you a long way.
Yeah.
And having a lot of money and just, hey, it doesn't matter that I fucked this up. Here's the check.
But you don't really see it that much in horror.
No, probably not.
Not too much.
No. I enjoyed that aspect of it though.
Yeah.
And I liked, first of all, the house was nice. That's a sweet fucking mansion.
He had a mansion, brah. And he had all of these different weapons and stuff. They had a light up pool table with some light up shot glasses. Did your school do like cool shit like that?
In my school?
Not your school, but your school friends.
Yeah, I mean, light up shit. I mean, I had some cool grad parties for sure.
Okay.
I don't know if I want to talk about underage drinking on the internet too much, but I did have the after the grad parties and the high school parties and stuff were pretty cool.
Okay.
And the funny thing is, and that's how it always works, I kind of got it out of my system. So by the time I'm like 22, 23, I'm like,
you're done.
Go home and go to bed.
Exactly. You don't want to party anymore. You got it out of your system.
Yeah.
And honestly, like, you remind me of kind of like a Schroeder, not as douchebaggy, but somebody that's in charge. Somebody that's like able to be like, I need you, man. I need you. Look at me. Yeah. I need you to do this.
Fucking Schroeder.
Get it. And like, I could totally see that coming out of you.
Old Barrett.
Goosh. I know.
Goosh.
I know you.
Gooch.
I know you hate him. I know you do, and that's reasonable. To me, he reminds me of a pussy. He reminds me of one of your old friends.
You call my friends pussy?
With the rolls. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that one.
I mean, Gooch is like, he's one of those follower.
I mean, of the group. Of the group. Like, he's kind of just there. And then, like, when he's doing something wrong now he wants to fix it. Now he's so upset. And, yeah.
But he's kind of the first one. He's the first crack in the fucking castle to where it's like, oh, this is fucked up.
Well, he was already cracking, if you want to be honest, because before the party even started, he was already sniffing pills.
Yeah.
And stuff. So he was already pretty messed up by the time anybody got there.
But things, even in the movie, that's when it takes it downhill. Like, oh shit, what are we dealing with? Mm-hmm. When she finds Gooch in bed with her friend, which is fucked up.
Yeah, which is also weird though, because there is this young lady named Melissa. She is missing. They're looking all over for her. Her sister even shows up at this party that we're talking about, belligerent, trying to find out where her sister is. And I understand that, because I would have been like that with you. But anyways, they get the new girl, Eden, to drive her home and whatnot. I love Eden. She's my favorite character. She's amazing. Yeah. And then Gooch, the reason he's a douche is because he does a douchey thing. And you never put a pill, or even a pill or two, you never do that to a woman's drink. Come on. I mean, he's a man, and I know for a fact he would never do that.
I would never spike. Yes, you damn right I would, Mindy. Thank you.
Anybody in their right mind who's a good person would never do that.
Yeah, I mean, date rape's not really in the Bible.
But was he trying to date rape her, though? Because once he got her into bed, he wasn't touching her or anything, and he didn't get her into bed.
Yeah, but he was taking selfies and shit. It was creepy.
That is kind of creepy.
You don't fucking spike somebody's drink, lay in bed with him, and take pictures, and because that.
But he was creepy. He was stupid.
And do you think they were trying to get like blackmail on her?
No, absolutely.
Because at first when I first watched it, I was starting to take it in that angle, like, oh, are they trying to like get something on her or something? But then it's like, oh no, Gooch is just creepy.
Yeah, Gooch is creepy. Schroeder's the ringleader, and then Kendra's the fire.
Yeah, Kendra got fucked up.
She did. I mean, a lot of them got. Honestly, everyone in this movie got fucked up.
Yeah.
Honestly, they got either fucked up or killed, or fucked up. I
want dibs on that one later for favorite, even though it's like kind of a slow burn. Kendra.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
The way she fucking bites the dust, I enjoy.
Yeah, because it's gotta it means a lot to me personally, because I've always been friends with the guys. So for her best guy friend to drag her in while she's bleeding and stuff. Well, we're getting ahead of ourselves here. So anyways.
Well, I mean, it doesn't got to be beginning bad. This is a spoiler review where we just give some of the key moments of the movie.
True. But Kendra, so she did fall. She was trying to get help with everybody and basically they needed this phone back that was going to prove Melissa's disappearance. But it was Gooch's phone. So they all went mad, basically, trying to get it. And they're being stupid with the ladder and electricity and stuff, and just plain old stupid. and they freaked out, and Kendra came up the ladder, even though she said, Eden told Schroeder, I even watched it again this morning to make sure I was right. She told Schroeder, Kendra can come in, but only Kendra.
Only Kendra.
So why the hell does she go up to the bathroom window and go, hey guys, I'm here, and they push her? And then they're like, oh, it was an accident. That was not no damn accident. You knew she was coming.
Yeah.
You asked for her. Specifically. You're like, yeah, but only her, Schroeder. And then you just, she probably didn't know that Kendra was armed, given. But she was. And unfortunately, this movie does bad luck very well.
Yeah.
And this poor girl lands on her knife in, I would say, her, below her kidney.
Yeah.
And it definitely hit some kind of vein, though. Definitely hit some kind of artery.
Yeah, she's properly impaled.
Yeah, she's very impaled. And Eden's like, no, because Eden's actually a good person, and she actually goes outside to see what's going on with her, and she's trying to get her phone code so she can call an ambulance for her. She's being a good person.
Yeah.
But then once Schroeder realizes that they're outside, that he's outside, Schroeder comes, and then you think Eden's gonna get caught. You think she's gonna get caught, but then she just makes that final leap to the windowsill, and Zara's able to grab her and bring her back in, and Schroeder gets a ladder to the face. That was good. I liked that. It was a good shot. And then after that, everyone's arguing, everyone's fighting over the phone. He's got Kendra in a laundry room.
Yeah.
He's dragging her in there, and he's like, here, you're in a lot of pain. You need these. And she's like, I need an ambulance, not your pills, yo. Man, what are you doing? I'm going to die. And he's like, no, you're not going to die. Stop talking like that. Just take these. She's like, no, I don't want them. Yeah. And that was kind of an intense moment. And then he just left her. Honestly, until the parents asked about her, I think he forgot about her.
Yeah, he was kind of selfish.
Because even when the parents said something about her, he was just like, oh, Kendra.
Yeah.
And went to get her. So, and he thought she was still alive. If your friend is impaled and is bleeding profusely, get them to a hospital.
Yeah, in his defense, there was a lot going on, though.
There was a lot going on with that. I get it. But don't just shove your pills down someone's throat. Come on, that's not going to save their life. He didn't even try any antiseptic. There was enough alcohol in that house to at least sanitize a few bodies.
I will say the case that he cared for her, he did have a pretty big reaction to her being.
Oh yeah, you could tell that they were best friends.
He was very upset.
Yeah.
So I will. And I think the movie did drive home what this movie does well. I think even for being kind of a loud, but fun movie. I think the relationships.
Exactly.
Really, because I think Eden and Zara is a fantastic relationship.
Yep.
I think Kendra and Barrett is a fantastic relationship.
Yes.
Because that is his last name, Schroeder.
Yes.
He's got a couple of Schroeder parents that get into the mix too. But
Mr. and Mrs. Schroeder, our Congressman Schroeder.
Even their relationship's kind of hilarious. So I like this movie's kind of built on relationships in a weird way.
You're really right, honestly. It's a relationship study.
Yeah, it really is. And a lot of the scenes are with two people and those groups of people really going through something and trying to figure something out. And I like that because we both have had friend relationships with the opposite sex, like Kendra and Barrett, to where it's they're BFF, even though they're both kind of pieces of shit in the movie and stuff.
But they're still best friends.
Yeah, but they're still and he does really give a fuck about his friend, and he's really upset that she's gone.
Yeah.
And the fact that the movie did that, even with the bad guys, is pretty impressive.
Exactly. I feel like everyone got a character arc.
Yeah.
And everybody got character development.
It doesn't happen a lot.
It really doesn't, especially with horror. Horror normally cannot pull it off.
Yeah.
Normally.
To give every single character, especially in slashers and shit, it's virtually impossible.
They all had their own storyline. They all had their own little job to do, and they did it great.
Yeah.
And the fact that the director was able to separate all of those, but then blend it all together. It was just really good.
Usually it's like little shit. I'm like, oh, this guy likes mango.
Yeah,
exactly.
Exactly. Or like one of them screwing the other one. Like something stupid.
This one kind of had full-fledged art, and it's not that long of a movie.
No.
Either. But the fact that they were able to do all that in that short amount of time is pretty impressive. Because it's slowly built on just relationships and people getting through it together, especially Zara and Eden, which is the main relationship of the movie in my point of view.
Oh, absolutely. And you know what? Zara reminds me of myself if I was ever date rape drug, just because she doesn't just go upstairs and go to sleep or anything. She goes up to the freaking pool pong, the pool pong table or whatever, beer pong, and she goes up to people. I'm 36. Give me a break.
I know.
She goes up to people. She goes up to them, and Eden's there, and she was like, "Your game, you dirty little whores." And it's like, oh, I would definitely be like that. And like, she's taking her up the stairs to get her to rest, and she's like, douche. That guy looks like a douche. And it's like, oh my God, that's so mean.
And now that you brought up the beer pong table, that's the part of the movie that I related to.
Yeah, I knew you were going to, because you're the king of pong.
Oh, yeah. Back in my day, and I'm not an old man or nothing. I'm only 28, but back in the pong was and I built relationships at the pong table, so I could see what she was trying to do there. Like,
she was trying to fight.
When you have a proper pong partner, even if you never really met him before on our friend, you can go with a brotherhood at the end of that.
Yeah.
Or if you're playing with a lady you like, you might be.
And she was accomplishing it.
Yeah.
Honestly, if Goosh didn't fuck up, she probably would have been fine.
Yeah. But then we don't have a movie.
But then we don't have a movie at the end of the day. It would have been 5 seconds.
Yeah.
But
he's like, all right, here you go. You're good.
Yeah. But whatever.
You want to get it back? Okay. Well, we only have a few minutes, but.
Yeah.
With Toxicity ending.
But yeah, so hold on, guys. 1 second. I'm sorry.
1 second.
This is what we have when we have 2 channels. Oh, by the way, guys, we are, for our TikTok, we are at 16.4.
Well, there you go.
To give you all a hand. And then we are also at 513 for YouTube.
For the Tube Tizzy. Let's get to 100 million in 2.
We'll see.
All right.
So basically, Mom and Dad come home. Barrett's throwing things to the ground. He's had it.
Astrid.
It's
a beautiful name.
Astrid makes her presence new.
It's like a classic old evil woman name.
It really is. And like what was his name? Like
they just really called him the congressman.
Yeah, the congressman. I think was his name.
Yeah, it was just Congressman Schroeder. They never really said his first name.
And she was ready to play. She was played by the great Anne Hesh, and it was one of her last roles. And you could not tell she didn't miss a beat.
Yeah.
She did not. Honestly, you could kind of tell she was sick if you looked straight at her. And if you heard her voice a little bit, it was a little bit more raspy than usual.
Yeah.
So, you could kind of sort of tell that she might not be feeling their best. But I doubt anyone thought she was going to die or anything. But so this film, though, does a great job of utilizing her talents. Because she's a really good take charge mother.
Yeah.
Like, she don't care what she has to do, but she'll do it.
She'll do it.
As long as her family's safe. And that's basically what it boils down to. As Eden, they come home and they're like, what's going on? And she's pissed, but she has a headache. She wants to go to bed.
Yeah.
She been called off the rest of the weekend together. She want to go back. So she comes in and she's like, what is going on? And like, she sits them all down and they're talking. And all of a sudden, Barrett's like, good luck getting in that school that you wanted to, bitch, which was Pembroke. And Asher's like, oh, excuse me, Barrett, did I hear you correctly? What did you just say? And Eden repeats it for her. And she's like, we do not talk this way in the house to women, Barrett. We do not treat women in this way. It's just completely weird,
Yeah.
given the circumstances of what's going on. She's trying to teach a lesson of treating women after he's already done some pretty bad things.
Yeah.
So that was kind of weird. But she ended up being, of course, a not so great mom. A good mom, just not a great person. And when she figures out that Eden is not going to let the phone go, she needs to see the rest of the video. She needs to figure out what happened to Melissa.
Yeah.
She needs to. It's just her conscience weighing in.
Because
Because her father's trying to be bought off, her best friend's trying to be bought off, and she's sitting there like, no, like, why are you guys even being okay with this? This isn't right.
Yeah.
And Zara's like, it just doesn't matter anymore. It's not worth it. And Astrid's like, she is right. Like, it's really not worth it for you. And it's like, oh God, what is she gonna do? And then all of a sudden, they stand. Well, Eden watches the thing on the phone, and they had all gotten water from Miss Astrid. Never drink. I will say this, guys. I say this to you every
they'd
week.
be spiking in
Never
this
drink or eat something from someone you don't know.
one. It was the Schroeder Cosby connection in this one.
Exactly.
There was a lot of spiking of drinks.
There's a lot of spiking of the drinks here. So, and this was more of a spike that the professor from What Lies Beneath came up with.
Yeah.
To paralyze his wife and try and drown her in the bathtub. That is what he used. It's the exact like medications that he concocted together. So I found that pretty cool that they added that in there. And basically Mama Hesh is like, I gotta take care of business. Like, if they're not gonna fall for these bribes, it's a good thing I put something in their drinks. And like the dad stood up and was like, I think they did something to us. And like Eden's trying so hard. She actually makes it to the door.
Yeah.
But her poor hand, she just can't move it.
No.
And because her whole body is being paralyzed, basically. Like the drugs that they gave her were like a heavy mix dosage of a bunch of different drugs that concocted to be like kind of a paralytic kind of thing. Like you went completely paralyzed, and normally if everyone left you alone, you're okay, you just got a good sleep. And apparently that's what Shorter's parents did to him when he was little.
Yeah.
But I mean, even though she had, I don't think she had enough of it, because if you watch it, the father drinks almost the whole entire cup and he's out. Zara, she only drinks half of the cup.
Yeah.
She gets halfway down the stairs at least. Eden only takes 2 sips out of the cup. And then she gets all the way to the door.
Yeah.
So I really think that she was the one that was cognitive, that actually had her wits about her. And Schroeder's creepy. He was hitting on her and shit. If you're going to kill a girl, don't hit on her. No. No, it's just not appropriate. If you're going to take someone's life, you don't need to hear how beautiful she is. Come on.
I agree.
You're still taking her life away.
Yeah.
Like, he's trying to have a heart-to-heart moment with her, being like, oh, my parents used to do the same thing to me. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. If you're sorry, let her go.
Yeah.
And, like, they have Kendra in the back, and Astrid's like, Goosh. And he's like, what? And she's like, well, since you made this whole mess and you decided to shoot that little video, go ahead and put Kendra in the trunk. And as he was doing that, she gave Schroeder a knife, and Schroeder got Gooch right in the carotid artery. And he bled out in the trunk as well. So let's go over this. So technically in the car, they had Eden, Zara, the father, and then they had Gooch, and they had Kendra. I keep on wanting to call her Brenda. I don't know why. Then they had Kendra. When the car was rescued, because they tossed him in the river, but when the car was recovered, the dad, I mean, yes, he died. He was gone. But the 2 people in the car, and the movie tries to make you think, oh shit, it's Eden and Zara. Yeah. No. it was the two dead kids already.
Yeah.
So, and Congressman Schroeder's watching the news, and he's just like, "Oh, I'm screwed." And like he hears someone come into the room, and he's like, "Is that my angel?" And then you see Eden right there, and she shoots him immediately.
Yeah, it's the badass.
And it's just like, oh my goodness. And and it's going down, and then like Anne Hesh gets in the bathroom with her. This is my favorite kill.
Okay.
This is my favorite kill. And now, before I get into this, Gooch was tied up in the bathtub with the water, and they had turned the power out, and they had hair dryers and all that different stuff plugged in and sitting on the side. So when she tries, because it's actually really cool the way that she sees it, is she's actually picking up a mirror, and she holds it, and she sees Eden off to the side.
Yeah.
And she turns around, and she gets Eden right in the thigh, right in the upper thigh. And Eden's bleeding out good. Like, she got her good. But these two are just fighting it out, blow and blow. So Anna has, she even kicks off her shoes. She got high heel shoes on, and she's like, nope, let's get this off to the side here. Let me get my axe. Let's go. Yeah. And she is overpowering Eden with this axe. I really thought Eden was going to bite it because it looked like she was going to choke her to death. Well, Eden was able to toss her body to the side, and when she did, Miss Hesh went with her, and she ended up in the bathtub.
Yeah.
And when she she literally raised out of the tub. It was a really cool visual moment.
It was one of the cooler scenes in the movie.
It was a really cool visual. And then Eden had 1 second to think. Yeah. And that 1 second was used very wisely. She kicked the hairdryer into the top. And then Mama Hesh is gone.
Bye-bye, Mama Hesh.
Bye-bye, Mama Hesh. And so then Garrett's still alive, or Barrett is still alive, and he comes home, and his parents are dead.
Yeah.
And he's like, what the because he went to go see the crime scene, so he didn't see that Zara and Eden got out.
Yeah, he thought they were donezo.
Yeah, and what I found really cool about Eden and Zara's relationship is that Eden, she felt like she had to go back to that house. She needed to finish it. Yeah. Her father died. She needed to finish this. Yeah. Zara was the smart friend, and instead of being like, yo, I'll go with her, she was like, you know what? I'm going to go this way to the police station and go get some help. Best thing she could have done for herself. Honestly, I think that's the only reason that poor girl survived the film. Oh. And then Schroeder, of course, very distraught, and Eden starts beeping the horn. She's in his car, and he's like, he shoots her, and I don't know if you noticed, but he did nick her shoulder, and with a bullet, and she ran him over, and he wasn't dead, and she got up to use the shotgun to kill him, but she just couldn't do it. I don't know why. I think it was more. I don't know why, because the Anne Heck thing, I mean, she already was a killer, so I don't really get that.
Yeah.
I mean, she already killed somebody, so I mean, if you're trying to say oh, she was trying to be innocent, no, she already wasn't. There was already stuff that she was in. Yeah. But whatever. But I will have to say, Schroeder had said, "You're killing me," at least 5 times in this movie.
Well, you had to sell the title.
So Daniel, what is your best kill? What's your
favorite?
Well,
like I said, I like the impale job on Kendra. I was also a fan of Mama Schroeder getting toasted in the bathtub.
The whole axe is just so cool. It's such a cool visual.
I also could settle on Papa Schroeder getting fucked, getting shot. So there's this one has a bounty of plenty of them, and there's a lot of good ones. I love this movie.
Yeah.
I really thought it was a good time.
I'm really glad you liked it. I really thought you were going to like it.
Yeah.
I mean, because the people on here and on TikTok, they've seen reviews on this before. I've done many reviews on it, but they really wanted us to do a full review. And it's like, I got to ask Daniel. And it's like, this is right up his alley.
Yeah.
A house party gone wrong with a bitch ass mom and dad. He'll be fine.
Yeah.
So, and he ended
had
up
a little bit of that modern, like, if I thought it was going to be like, oh, they're going to try to make Eden a badass, and it didn't go that route the whole time.
No.
I thought it was good. It didn't do the babysitter of like, oh, we have badass, cool, slick. It's like, no, these are flawed characters that are going through shit and trying to like get through the night.
And I think that's what made the movie.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think that's what made it stand out.
I agree.
Is it took its flaws. So, I mean, I think it did really good. Honestly, in my book, I'm willing to raise this up to an 8.5. Yeah. I think I've gave it a little bit lower last time, but I'm going to say after rewatching it, 8.5 film.
Yeah, I was going to go 8.8. To me, this is close to a 9 movie. I thought it was fantastic. I think it's a good watch in the modern era. And it's a fun, scary movie that's not too scary. It's more plot, but it's a good plot.
Exactly.
So I think you should, everybody should sit down and enjoy this. High recommendation.
It is. It's highly recommended. Highly recommended from both of us. It is on Tubi, so you can watch it for free.
Yeah.
Like we did explain, it is called You're Killing Me. And also for next week, we have a very special challenge for y'all. TikTok already knows about it. TikTok already knows about it. You guys do not. So we'll let you guys know. We are doing a poll on here for the next couple of days on what movie you would like to see us review next. I give you 2 choices, either Clown in a Cornfield from Hulu. We both saw that. Or Marshmallow from Tubi, which is actually, you're going to love this, a summer camp movie.
Ooh.
It's a camp movie. So it's unlike any camp movie you've ever seen. So we're going to, Ghostface is saying go ahead and vote. So like, subscribe if you haven't already, and give us a vote. Let us know what you guys think, and let us know what you want to see.
Absolutely.
So like I said, either Clown in the Cornfield or Marshmallow. Sorry, it's brand new. So
we'll see everybody next time. Hooty hoo.
Hooty hoo. I'm an idiot.